Live.
So, thank you. Since we have already the result of the technical, financial, and legal aspect, all contracts are completed. Since our lunch is still not yet coming, so we will resume the opening of the financial component based on the result of the CWA. So, for 26PI0037, time and clean builders and aggregates, for his technical financial aspect, pickup license valid until July 9, 2026, pickup registration valid until July 9, 2028, work experience for single largest completed contract, the result is pass. Net financial contracting capacity, the result is pass. For his legal aspect, mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2025. DTI 6 CJ valid until March 22, 2027. VIR tax clearance certificate valid until March 24, 2026. Field registration valid until July 18, 2028. May I ask the bidding hours committee member to take the technical components of bid of time and clean builders for his mayor's permit and his VIR tax clearance, if it is attached and if it is updated.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir, Joe.
upon review of his submitted updated registration, his mayor's permit will expire on December 31, 2026. And the tax clearance will also expire on March 10, 2027. That's all, Mr. Chair.
So, as to rechecking of our bidding hours committee member for the technical components of time and clean builders and aggregates, that his mayor's permit was attached and his technical components updated. And also, likewise, the VIR tax clearance certificate attached and its technical components updated. So, for this case, will subject for request for unlocking. So, for Back Secretariat, please prepare for the resolution. At the same time, attach the individual documents in the updated pages, the Annex A of the pages. So for this time, we will not open the financial component of the prospective bidder until we further are notified if our request of unlocking is approved. Another contract, 26PI0066. We have two participating bidders, YCO Construction and Emerald Construction. For YCO Construction, for technical and financial aspect, pickup license valid until February 21, 2027. Pickup registration, valid until March 9, 2029. Forward experience for single largest completed contract, the result is pass. For net financial contracting capacity, the result is pass. For his legal aspect, YCO construction, mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2026. DTI CDA, valid until November 24, 2028. BIR tax clearance, valid until November 12, 2026. And Philips registration, valid until December 18, 2026. Likewise, the other prospective bidder, Emerald Construction for legal aspect, mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2026. DTI CDE, valid until June 17, 2031. BIR tax clearance certificate, valid until January 21, 2027. Philips registration, valid until March 9, 2027. And for his technical and financial aspect, Emerald Construction, pickup license, valid until July 28, 2026. Pickup registration, valid until July 28, 2027. And for work experience for single largest completed contract, the result is pass. And for net financial contracting capacity, the result is pass. So, both bidders are pass the eligibility processing. So, you may now open the financial components of the Another contract 25 I-0143. We have one participating bidder taking construction for his technical and financial aspect. Pickup license valid until September 9, 2026. Pickup registration valid until September 18, 2026. Work experience for single largest completed contract. The result is pass. Net financial contracting capacity, the result is pass. For his legal aspect, taking construction, mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2026. DTI 6 CDE, valid until July 17, 2029. BIR tax clearance certificate, valid until December 15, 2026. And for his Philips registration, valid until April 10, 2027. Therefore, taking construction pass the eligibility processing. Also, you may open his financial component. Another contract 25 PI-0144. We have one participating bidders, Nakate Construction and Supplies. For his technical financial component aspect, pickup license valid until July 15, 2026. Pickup registration valid until July 15, 2026. Work experience for single largest completed contract, the result is pass. Net financial contracting capacity, the result is pass. For his legal aspect, mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2026. DTI 6 CDE valid until February 10, 2028. BIR tax clearance certificate valid until November 25, 2026. And for his Philips registration valid until May 15, 2026. May I ask the Beginners Committee members to open these technical components to recheck his Philips registration as technical components.
144.
144. Kindly check the first page of the field trips, the issuance of field trips registration.
For the issuance of field trips registration, the certificate is valid until June 7, 2027.
So thank you. For this case, may I ask the back secretariat for our request for unlocking for back resolution in at the same time attach the updated field trips. So as of this time, we will not open the financial component as we notify the approval of our request for unlocking. And also for the last contract 25 BI 0145, same contractor Napatay Construction and Supplies for his technical and financial aspect. Pickup license valid until July 15, 2026. Pickup registration valid until July 15, 2026. For works experience for single largest completed contract, the result is pass. For any FCC, net financial contracting capacity, the result is pass. And for legal aspect, mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2026. DTI 6 CDD valid 2028. BIR tax clearance certificate valid until November 25, 2026. And for credit registration valid until May 15, 2026. Please kindly recheck also credit registration. Attached is technical components of it.
Sir, the certificate attached is valid until June 7, 2027.
Thank you. Also, the 25 years 0145 we are subject for request for unlocking for his credit registration. So we will first make the approval of our request for unlocking before opening of the financial component. And also for we have one project has already approval of the request for unlocking 26 PI 0061 Block 1 construction. For his technical and financial aspect, pickup license valid until August 6, 2026. Pickup registration valid until August 6, 2027. Work experience for his LCC pass. And FCC, the result is pass. For his legal aspect, mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2026. DTI CD valid until May 13, 2031. BIR tax clearance certificate valid until August 29, 2026. And for his credit registration valid until October 1, 2026. Therefore, Block 1 construction is past eligibility. So we also open his financial component.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Mari, go ahead.
this is for the financial component of bid submitted by Tagging Construction for the project with contract ID 25PI0143. For its financial component of bid, I have evaluated the documents submitted to support it and found it to be complete and complying as per the required checklist. And the bidder offered the bid amount of 2,044,334 pesos and 78 cents. With no
Thank you, Mari. For the financial components of taking construction, in the contract 25PI0143, as evaluated by Mamabi, that the financial component are submitted, completed in order in compliance with our checklist. And the prospective bidder offered the amount of 2,044,334 peso and 78 centavos with no discount offer. Since it is below our NBC or our selling price, the prospective bidder initially rated as pass. So it will undergo the arithmetical bid evaluation to determine as a single lowest calculated bid, and will undergo a post qualification to determine if the prospective bidder responsive during the post qualification.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Sir Randy, go ahead.
I have opened the financial component of bid submitted by Reconstruction for the project with the contract ID 26PI0066. Upon evaluation of the submitted documents from the financial bid form, bid of quantities, detailed estimates in the summary, in the cash flow. We found out that documents are compliant, complete, and in order with the offered amount of bid of 4,826,000 pesos with no discount offer. The big amount is lower than the EDC, so I will initially rate this as pass.
Thank you, Sir Randy. Another contract 26PI0066. We have two participating bidder. For submitted the financial components of bid of engineering construction as evaluated by Sir Randy, that the prospective bidder submitted all the documents in order, completed in our compliance to our checklist, and she offered the amount was rate of 4,826,000 pesos. So it is below our ABC. Prospective bidder as to his financial components of bid rated as pass. We will also wait for the result of the other prospective bidders.
Chairman,
Yes, Ma'am Jollibee, go ahead.
I have opened the financial component of bids submitted by YC Construction for the contract ID and contract name, which was read by Sir Randy a while ago, 26PA0066, and had initially collected the financial component of bids submitted by the prospective bidder, YC Construction, and found out that all the required documents for the financial component of bid was attached in order and complying. And the bidder offered the bid amount of 4,841,000 pesos. No discount offered, Sir Chairman, since the respective bidder offered a bid amount lower than the ABC. I will repeat it as such, Sir Chairman.
Thank you, Ma'am Joey. Another prospective bidders of 26-0066 for CO Construction for his submitting the financial components of bid as evaluated by our one core back member, Ma'am Joey, that the prospective bidder submitted all the documents completed in order in our compliance to our checklist, and he offered the amount as paid of 4,841,000 and no discount offered. So it's below our ABC. Prospective bidder rated as pass. Therefore, both prospective bidder will undergo arithmetical bid evaluation to determine the lowest calculated bid that will undergo a post qualification to be undertaken by our DPWH. Also for the financial components of bid of prospective bidder Longbuan Construction for a contract of 26 PI 0061. I have opened his submitted financial component of bid. The documents submitted are completed in order in compliance to our checklist. The prospective bidder offered amount of 4,834,866 peso and 49 centavos. And the prospective bidder offered a 1.5 discount from ABC. So it is below our ABC. I will initially read it as fast. Also, the prospective bidder will undergo a arithmetical bid evaluation to determine as a single calculated bid, and also undergo an eventual post qualification. Is all the financial component is already open. So while meeting our lunch, you can still affirm your initial to the financial components of those past financial components of prospective bidders. And for so for today we have for the wrap up of our procurement activity today, we have 5 projects. For current year, so 2026 and 3 prior years, 2025. As a result, for his eligibility processing, we have 3 projects for request for unlocking, and 2 projects was already successfully bid. So for the request of unlocking, reminder again to our back secretariat to prepare those documents so that we will furnish today our request for unlocking to the central office for the approval. Once the project approved, we will immediately open the financial components of our prospective bidders. So before we close this procurement activity, I ask the head of our back secretariat for any announcement.
Okay, thank you very much, Bitching Awards Committee, for the successful conduct of this procurement activity. We call it bid opening. Though we have some issues to address, which are the requests for unlocking of those prospective bidders, but still, the outcome of this procurement activity is satisfying. For this, Mr. Chair, there is no activity for tomorrow. It's only for next week, that is June 29. We have a pre-bid conference June 29. Please mark our schedule or see our schedule. Likewise, there are many documents that need to be signed and initialed. So after this, Mr. Chair, may I request the members of the committee to attend to it. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, Sir Sam. So, if there's no other matters, will someone close this procurement activity?
Mr. Chair, I move for the closing of today's procurement.
Thank you. So it was closed and seconded by the body. So this activity adjourned 1 o'clock. So that we will affirm our initial and all winning documents and also the past bid proposal of our prospective bidders.